Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a good day and above all else that you're indeed looking after yourselves and one another. Today, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the topic of yet another insightful, exciting episode, I want to welcome back to the channel Bluebeard, otherwise known as Bill Schuster. How's it going, Bill?
Doing very well, Armando. I'm here in this U.S. bicentennial year.
Yep,
There's a lot going on, man.
tell me about it. Tell me about it. But that's why we do shows like this, to sort of just get away from what's going on out there. Do you know what I mean? In terms of political strife and stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Trippin' Through the 70s, 1976. Bill and I have put together a list of five hits that we remember from the 1970s to 1970 to 1979. We've picked five each plus two honorable mentions. And believe me, when we put them in the honorable mentions column, it is not easy to do so. But when you do these lists, something has to go in the honorable mentions list, right? If you want to do honorable mentions, and we always like to do things the hard way, you know.
Yeah.
So, we are tackling the year 1976. Bell bottoms are in full flight. Disco is on every radio station on your dial. Remember dialing on your radio station? Laverne and Shirley are in full flight. They just premiered on ABC. Carrie was released in November of 1976, Bloodbath and all, but we won't go into that. Without further ado, I will pass the virtual mic over to Bill, and he'll give us pick number five for 1976.
All right. I'm going to start off with the one big solo hit from a guy who was in a popular band in the 60s. Um, and this also happens to be the theme song of another popular TV show of the time, not Laverne and Shirley, but one which also ties into your disco comment because the breakout star of this show went on to be in the biggest disco movie ever in 1977. I'm talking about John Travolta, that star. The show he played Vinnie Barbarino in was called Welcome Back, Cotter. And the song is Welcome Back by John
John
Sebastian, the
Sebastian.
former leader of the Love and Spoonful. Now that I've gone in that tangled web, welcome back. With or without the show, this is just a great song. This is prime John Sebastian. It's every bit as good as the stuff he did with the Spoonful back in the
Hmm.
60s, frankly. Catchy as hell, easy to sing along with,
Yeah,
and obviously it's one of the all-time great TV theme songs, I think. And who'd have thought we'd meet you? Who'd have thought we'd meet back here where we need you? Well, we tease him a lot, but we got him on the spot.
yeah,
Welcome back.
yeah. It was
Oh,
infectious.
yeah, it was. And
Yeah,
well deserved. As far as I know, that was really the last hit that John Sebastian had, but it was a pretty big one.
yeah,
And obviously, you can if you can catch Welcome Back Cotter in reruns, you're going to hear it every time the show opens. So,
that's right. And
yeah.
a little tie-in there. John Travolta would go on to star in Carrie
Yes, you are correct. I forgot that part.
as
There's
Billy
all kinds of
Nolan,
things.
the bastard that pulled the cord, or killed the pig. But he got his in the end, if you've seen the movie.
And John
Um,
Travolta got around in those days.
yeah, yeah. No, a little side note, he was starring in Welcome Back, Kotter. So when he was doing the movie, they had to have like security guards because people were, when you go on set to do his scenes, people were there, you know, oh my God, it's Vinnie Barbarino kind of thing, So, but he was the biggest star on that
Yeah,
in the
easily.
movie. And he played a minor part, really. I mean, and he got killed in the end, so there you go. Moving on. Um, that's a good song. Welcome Back is a good one. It's catchy as all get out. Um, my first one is Love Hurts from Nazareth. Uh, it's a cover of a Everly Brothers original. Everly Brothers did the original. Heart's done a cover of this, but you know what? This to me is the quintessential version. Dan McCafferty on lead vocals, Doug Sweet on drums, uh, Manny Charlton on guitars. Come on. I mean, hit all over it. I mean, it was destined to be a hit. Dan McCafferty's whiskey drenched vocals, raspy. I almost wanted to say Bon Scott and Brian Johnson, but to me, Dan McCafferty had more control in terms of his range and in terms of his punch and delivery. Um, I'll give you an example. Ladies and gentlemen watching, go to the first Nazareth album, 1971, self-titled, and listen to Red Light Lady. End of side one. And you know what I mean. Amazing, amazing. This is just a beautiful song, uh, a beautiful ballad, and very emotional. Hart did a version of this, a cover, but you know what? To me, this is the definitive, quintessential version of the track. Love Hurts from Nazareth. That's my number one.
Your number one, you jumped ahead.
Oh, number five.
Okay. I thought maybe I
My
passed
first
out.
pick, but no, number five on the list. One coffee, guys, and I'm all screwed up. Sorry. Go ahead. Number five.
No, that's a great pick. There was also a version done prior to the Nazareth version by country rock pioneer Graham Parsons
Oh,
and Emmylou
really? Okay, I
Harris.
didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't
they
know.
did it as a duet. It was quite nice, but it was, of course, more in line with the Everly Brothers version
Yeah.
than. But yeah, a
Oh,
lot of
that's right.
critics.
No, no, no. That's right. That's right. Okay, because yes, I'm sorry. My apologies. Jim Brecker mentioned that on a,
Oh,
on
the
another
Graham
episode.
Parsons, Emmylou Harris.
Yeah, my fault. My fault. That's right.
The Nazareth version was hated by many critics and thought it was over the top and this. Yeah, screw those critics. I agree with you totally. This is the definitive version. It's very emotionally powerful. The music is perfection backing up that vocal. That
Oh, oh.
yeah,
And that
it's
guitar solo,
beautiful. Oh yes.
that
You didn't
sustained
believe it.
note,
I
that
know it isn't true.
yeah.
Love is just a line made to make you blue. Oh my God. Yeah. And originally it was
Ooh,
not even on the Hair of the Dog album.
yeah,
So some people in different parts of the world know that album without Love Hurts being on there.
yeah. Yeah. I should say Hair of the Dog, which I have too. And I'll stress this again. If you want to get some more Nazareth in terms of their catalog, go on Amazon and look for the Salvo, Salvo, Salvo reissues of all the albums. You can get them for like 21 to 25 bucks each. You get bonus tracks, live tracks, B-sides, but this was on the A&M original US release. Side one, track three. But yeah, no, just you know what? I love Nazareth. Ass shaking rock, melodic rock, sorry, and there's only one Dan McCafferty.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Dan.
And rest in peace, Doug Sweet and Manny Charlton, I believe. Yes. All right. You're number four or number
My
two?
number four. Yeah. My number four, making another appearance. He's been, I think I've had three of his songs with or without wings previously. This is Paul McCartney essentially having fun, doing what he does best, making a killer, catchy, perfect pop song, and addressing his critics in the lyrics. It's silly love songs. One of his greatest songs ever, and it very
Yes.
directly addresses the criticisms that
Yeah.
have been. directed at him.
For writing love songs.
Yeah, and for not being the deep lyricist that John Lennon in particular was compared to McCartney. I mean, McCartney obviously had his moments like Eleanor Rigby, just a quick example, but McCartney was more about the music,
Yeah,
and it didn't need to be super complex, super deep lyrically to get the point across. I mean, he could take a simple song like My Love, and I mean, a lyric that anybody could write, but the way he sold the song, it worked. And that's the
yeah.
thing with silly love
No,
songs.
you know
He,
what? He had the Midas touch.
absolutely.
He had the
All
Midas
through this
touch
era.
all through the 70s. I mean, let's face it, there are points in time when a rock band or any type of band about popular music has a if you're lucky, you have a run of songs that you're able to come up with and that are hits. And Bjorn Ulvaeus from ABBA said, there's like a 5 year period where if you're a pop band, you have that sort of 5 year bracket time where you can come up with the hits and then you move on, right? If this was Paul McCartney and Wings' time, then it was their time. But they came up with the hits,
Yes, absolutely.
and fuck it, man, a hit is a hit, and a good song is a good song, and see, love songs is a good song. No apologies needed. Screw that. I mean, so I didn't mean, if I cut you off, I didn't mean to. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's all right. Uh, you'd think the world would have had enough of silly love songs. I look around me and I see it isn't so. I mean, that's it right there. I mean,
Yeah,
people always will want silly love songs.
yeah, that's the
However,
essence
you
of.
want to, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
So yeah,
that's a good one.
it didn't
That's a
have to
good
be
one.
deep. It said what it needed to say, and you can sing along with every bit of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, true enough. True enough. Um, my next one is, we're gonna go schmaltzy here. Woo, we're gonna go schmaltzy here. England Dan and John Ford Coley. I really love to see you tonight. 2 minutes and 35 seconds of just a love song, you know? And he's basically saying, I don't want commitment. You don't have to tell me you love me. I don't have to tell you I love you. I just want to see you and I want to be with you. And whatever we do, we can, uh, be friends with benefits or we can just be friends. I just want to be in your company. I want to see your face. And when I think about that, I get emotional too because how many people do you know that honestly feel that way about somebody else in their life? I don't know many. I really don't. So I think it's just well crafted. I mean, England Dan Seals would go on to have a kitschy hit in the 80s with Bop, 85. You know, um, he did a duet with Marie Osmond, uh, Montana or something like that. Meet Me in Montana, I believe. But anyways, a good song is a good song, and the harmonies on this and the melody on it, it's just fantastic. 2 minutes and 35 seconds, but it's a powerful 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Um, you know, Good signing for Atlantic. I think it was one of their only two hits for the for the label.
But it was a big one.
Yeah, yeah. They came back in '79 with "Love Is the Answer." Um,
The
but
Todd Rundgren cover.
yeah, yeah,
I
it's a
prefer
good
the
one.
Todd Rundgren Utopia version of that one, but that's a whole other story. They
Yep,
still did a nice version though.
yep.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
my
really
number
love to see
four.
you tonight. There's a warm wind blowing, the stars are out, and I'd really love to see you tonight. But the one lyric in there that was always awkward for me that I just like within the last few months finally deciphered was where in the chorus he says, I'm not talking about moving in.
Yeah,
It's the moving in part that eluded me for decades. I could
really.
not make out what he was saying.
Yeah, I okay. Yeah. But even yeah, I get it. I get it. But even on the bridge, on the middle eight section, when he says, uh, I won't ask for promises so you don't have to lie. We both played that game before. Say I love you, then say goodbye. No, I mean, what is wrong with just saying to somebody, I want to spend time with you. I want to see you. I'm not talking about anything complicated. I just want to be in your presence and spend time with you. What is wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing, you know? And that's it's the simplistic of the lyric and the idea behind it that I like. And the arrangement. And when I hear this song, and I won't get off this one, but when I hear this one, I imagine myself like it's like a nice summer night. There's like a nice breeze out, and you're just with friends you like. You're with people that love you and want to be around you and that you want to be around. So that's what conjures up. That's what this song conjures up for me. But you know,
Yeah, if a song can do that, that's pretty powerful.
that's good. Yeah, yeah. No, it is. It is. All right, you're number three.
My number three, this one is a song that was kind of a hit twice. Oh, those Wayne's World guys, they really, really knew how to bring classics back. And no, I'm not talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. Thank you very much.
Ballroom
I'm talking
Blitz.
about Dreamweaver by Gary Wright.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Ballroom Blitz. Okay, and okay, go on. Dreamweaver.
Yeah. Gary Wright had two hits off this album. I have it back behind me here somewhere. Of course, Love is Alive was the other
Okay.
hit, which was apparently a little bit bigger a hit than Dreamweaver, which kind of blew my mind when we were looking through these records. It ranked higher for the year end countdown. But Dreamweaver is the one that everybody truly remembers, with or without appearing in Wayne's World movies. Yeah, Dreamweaver is just this otherworldly, gorgeous little piece. It's not a typical love song. It's kind of a journey into space.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
don't have to be high while you're listening to it, but it probably wouldn't hurt.
Exactly. Exactly.
everybody's
Yeah. And
everybody's heard the song.
yeah, I mean, many KTEL compilations had this.
Yes,
And
and
if
we
you,
can all sing along.
yeah,
Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through the night. Yeah,
oh
we're
yeah,
getting up there on the astral plane too, where the Moody Blues were going with Timothy Leary a few
yeah,
years prior. So,
yeah.
yeah,
No,
Dreamweaver by Gary Wright.
I
And
get
for
it.
the record, I did have Bohemian Rhapsody originally as my number one song for the year, just because it is what it is. But I decided specifically to remove it
Okay, you know
to
what?
talk about some other
I
things.
I get that, but to me, Bohemian Rhapsody was originally released on October 31st, 1975. So, I mean, I think of it as a definitely 1975 track. You know what I mean? So,
Fair enough.
but no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, and I mean, yeah, Dreamweaver, whoo, hit galore. And I mean, if you look at the Dreamweaver cover, look at the eye makeup on him. I mean,
Very
like,
glam.
ooh, oh yeah, Warner Brothers. My God, what were they doing? Um, my number three is ooh, okay. We're going to go in a bit of a disco vein here. With Tavares and Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, most of these songs, my sisters would buy as singles and bring them home. And I was exposed to a lot of different styles of music: disco, country, folk, rock, whatever was on the radio, we listened to. And Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel is just a beautiful R&B tinged disco track that is just, and disco gets a bad rap on some things in terms of, because this wasn't just like, a 4/4 time beat or time signature with the drums. You had grand piano, you had good bass on it. Like the opening part, the bass drums come in, and then you have this opening piano chord that comes in, you know, but very dramatic, right? Um, and it's just a beautiful crafted love song about, someone that is so into his wife or his girlfriend, or let's be open, boyfriend too, to whoever it is, that they want to sing about them, and that, that they're heaven on earth to them, and they mean the world to them. And heaven must be missing an angel because you're here with me right now. What's wrong with that? Not a damn thing. And the fact that they can do the harmonies, the layering of vocals, the harmonies, the call and response with the vocals, beautifully done. So you know what? One hit wonder is a one hit wonder. But you know what? They're not one hit wonders. They came back with It Only Takes a Minute, Girl. It Only Takes a Minute to Fall in Love. Uh there was another track that they appeared on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack with More Than a Woman,
Yeah.
Bee
Yeah.
Gees track, which I prefer the Tavares version over the Bee Gees track version, sorry. They both appear on the Saturday Night Live soundtrack. But Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel for 1976, exquisite. Done. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that was an unexpected one. That's and yeah, disco. I think obviously through this period, all the way through into the say at least 1980,
Yeah.
um, there was a lot of backlash because it was so huge.
It was so, yeah,
Um,
but it had nowhere to go but down.
yeah, but I mean, they had literal, rock stations would sponsor record burnings and crap like that, and the disco sucks became a popular message. But I think there has been a reconsideration
Yeah.
of that music and
Yeah.
that era over the years, which is a good thing.
I mean, you had very quickly, you had people doing like a disco version of Tubular Bells. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I literally have a an album from Arthur Fiedler, the pops conductor himself. It shows him in a white leisure suit, and it's Saturday Night Fiedler. That's how omnipresent it was. Everybody
Yeah.
got a piece of that pie.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. But you know what? A good song is a good song. So,
Yes, yes, it is.
okay,
We'll
your
address
next one.
disco more later in the countdowns.
Hmm.
Not necessarily this year, but it's coming. My next one, let's see, we're at number two.
Yeah.
I'm going to echo one of your earlier choices. Love Hurts by Nazareth is my number two.
Okay, so Bill's going to say what Armando said.
That's it. That's pretty much. We already discussed Love Hurts, so
Yeah.
I won't belabor the point. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not about to call an audible and pull that one out. So
All right. Mine. So we're on number one. Or my number two. Okay,
you're
my
number
number
two.
two. Sorry. My number two is Dreamweaver. Gary Wright.
Ah,
And ladies and gentlemen, we did not check with each other for our lists. I promise you. Everything you said is just very ethereal, very beautifully crafted track. I do believe reading that the drums on this are all programmed. I don't know for sure, but it's just a very ethereal, tranquil piece of music that you can put on with the lights off. The effect. This is one of those songs where I remember that I would listen, I would hear, and all the lights would be off, and the only light coming in the room would be the light from the stereo components, and you could just close your eyes, and music from the song just took you away. You were flying. You were gone. And that's what music is supposed to do, I think. You know. So, yeah, Dreamweaver. Gary Wright.
Very nice. Okay, I've had a few under consideration by these guys. I'm finally going to put one on here. You picked one of their songs for
Okay.
1975, and you mentioned Mr. Randy Meisner. Well, this is Randy out on lead with "Take It to the Limit" by the Eagles.
Jeez. Okay. All right.
Oh my God, his vocal on that song. I remember singing along with it in my younger days. I could hit those notes a lot better than I can now, but I'll still sing along with it anyway. I don't care. This it may it's probably tied with "Wasted Time" as my favorite Eagles song. So it's a tough call, but yeah, "Take It to the Limit" is just amazing. I mean, it's one of those. I believe Willie and Waylon also did a version of it, among others. But yeah, there's no beating this version. Randy Meisner's vocal on here is just perfection. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a real loss. I mean, good for them. They got Tim Schmidt, also originally from Poco, but there's no replacing Randy. Um,
I got it. No, I
yeah,
know. But there's a lot that went. There was a lot of drama that went on with that song later on. But
yeah. Some of the lyrics that always got to me are, "I was thinking about a woman who might have loved me. I never knew." That's kind of it's that fear based lyric. Like, I didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to risk anything. So I just didn't ask. I didn't find out. And it doesn't even have to be just about a woman, about a relationship. It can be applied to many things.
yeah,
It's a metaphor, basically.
yeah, no, true, true, very true. My God. Okay, my last one. Boss Skaggs with "We're All Alone." Ooh, from Silk Degrees. Oh my God. Ma-
Oh, so when don't come alive, it will be all right. Oh my God, yes.
close your eyes on me, and you can be with me. Oh my God. It's just like, and he wrote the lyrics to the song in a car on the way to the recording session for the vocals. He had the song idea, from what I remember correctly, reading quickly. He had the song idea. Everything was recorded. He didn't have any lyric for it. So he wrote the lyrics on the way to the recording session to do the vocal take. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful song, beautiful sentiment, beautiful arrangement. Simply beautiful. Majestic, whatever you want to call it. It's good.
And he
It
has such
is,
a
it
unique
is,
voice.
mm, mm.
Unique, powerful. And of course, he had,
I'm getting chills.
Toto guys all over the album, too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've been watching a lot of interviews with Steve Lukather lately, and he's just a phenomenal player. And he tells it like it is. You know what I mean? So, but this song came back to "We're All Alone." Just amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that's
Just hold me, dear. Oh my, yeah. It's that I can't think of anybody else that sounds like Boz Scaggs.
yeah,
And that's great. I love those unique voices. And yeah, this album is absolutely perfect.
yeah,
There's a reason this was his biggest hit. I mean,
yeah,
he's done a lot of other great stuff too. But if anybody only owns one Boz Scaggs album, it's going to be this one.
yeah. No, it's true. It's true. All right.
All right. Honorable. Now for something completely different.
Your Honor, is it okay? Go
Oh,
on.
there was another big craze besides disco at this point in time. It was big rigs and CB radios, and I'm talking about C.W. McCall with Convoy.
Released on MGM Records, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. It's a bit of a novelty song, but damn, this is fun and catchy.
There
Got
was a
sound
movie
effects.
about it. There was a movie.
Yes, yes, there was.
With Chris Christopherson. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
ugh.
I saw it many times,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, and the background vocals with the cheesy women's chorus in the background.
Yeah.
You gotta come forth, Ghost USA.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know it. I
oh,
know it.
hey there, Pigpen. This is the rubber duck. Oh my, yeah. And
Oh
now
yeah.
the one thing I hold against C.W. McCall as a native resident of the state of Illinois is that line where he talks about the Illinois National Guard. The S is silent for you non-Illinois people.
Yeah. I get it.
CW, you were rocking it until you threw that S sound out there.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
but when I'm singing along, I do it just like he does. I sacrilege as an Illinois native, but
I get it.
in the
Yeah,
same.
I get it.
Yeah, watch out for all those friends of Jesus and all those hippies and that chartreuse microbus and all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I
Yeah,
remember that. I remember that. I remember that time. I remember that movie too. City TV and Channel 7 in Toronto used to play it all the time. As a played the movie on 8 o'clock great movies they used to call them. And that would be one of them. No, that's a good one. Cheesy, but it's good. My first honorable mention, George Benson with This Masquerade. The 8-minute version, not the 3-minute edited. I just love this. It's slow, seductive, slinky, just beautifully done. Beautiful arrangement. You know, just a wonderful piece of music. The instrumental opening title track is from his album Breezin', Bobby Womack tune, which I have on vinyl, by the way.
me too.
And uh, Breezin', there was a Canadian talk show host, interviewer named Joyce Davidson, and she used to have a talk show, and they would use Breezin' as the opening and closing piece of music to the show. In the 70s. This is way back, 76, 77. But This Masquerade is track number two, I believe, on side one. Mm, perfection. Perfection. Just slow, seductive, uh, suggestive, you know, um, amazing, amazing piece of music.
For somebody that was such a well respected and still is such a well respected guitar player, he had himself a few mainstream hits there.
Oh, yeah. In the 80s, it
Into the
was
Night, Turn Your Love
Turn
Around.
Your Love Around and Give It, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah, but I just love This Masquerade. I think it's great. I think it's great. It's very laid back, very relaxed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's basically saying, you think you fooled me, but you haven't. I know who you are. I know what you're after. I'll give you what you want, but you're not getting everything that you're after, if you know what I mean. Like it's like you're not fooling anybody. So, anyways, that's my first honorable mention. Your next one?
All right. Well, this one's probably every bit as goofy as Convoy and every bit as catchy, if not more so.
Disco Duck. Go on.
Not quite. They did have some entertaining outfits though. Um, they were the Bay City Rollers, and the big hit here was SATURDAY. Hey, keep on dancing to the rock and
Oh
roll
my
on
God, yeah.
Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday night. I just can't wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
it with the good old. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Super catchy, loaded with hooks. It's just a pure pop song, teeny bopper stuff. Yeah. Still, anytime it comes on, I'm all over it.
Yeah. No, I got you.
It's made to be a hit. And, well, yeah, there's a reason it was.
It was a hit. It was a hit. We had the albums too as a kid. Oh.
Oh, those outfits, though.
All
What,
right.
like matching plaid bell bottoms and oh,
Yeah. Oh,
very of its time.
oh my God. Okay. My last honorable mention is Sweet with Fox on the Run.
Sweet make a return appearance. Very nice.
Ooh, wee. I love the song. It's heavy, it's catchy. The chorus is just hooky as get out, you know. Um, the cheesy keyboards and the whole intro, spacey keyboards intro and stuff like that, and the drums, like the cymbal crashes that come in, and just and the I guess you call them the harsh vocals, the not harsh, but sort of like the harder edged vocals that come in on the verses, and then how they go into the chorus, and you hear the on the end of the vocals, like you hear that high pitch, that high end vocal that comes in on the harmonies, and it goes into the chorus, and and it's Fox on the Run, whatever. It's like I can't sing for shit.
Foxes on the run. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
even. Yeah,
For Foxy, it's just and it goes in again. It's like I can't sing for shit, but you know what? Who gives a shit? It's a good song. A good song is a good song, and it was catchy, and yeah. But I mean, I prefer stuff like this, songs like this, and Little Willie over Ballroom Blitz myself. But because Ballroom Blitz is played all the time. When I hear Fox on the Run come on K97, that's my jam. I'm there. Like it's like, Bob, turn it up. What? Turn it up. It's only 3 minutes. What the hell? It's like, okay. And by the time you realize that you passed the first verse, so it's like, I'm like, okay. So there you go. That's my last honorable mention.
nice. Sweet were often considered a bubblegum band, obviously, especially those early
Yeah,
Chapman Chin years, but
yeah,
that bubblegum tasted damn good.
very much so. Very much so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Tripping through the 70s, 1976. Please put down in the comments below, again, down there, what your hits or your choices are for hits of 1976. It could be five, could be 10, could be 20, could be three, and a couple of honorable mentions or as many as you want. Um, we hope that in doing these series of episodes that we brought back some memories for you, because it sure as hell brought back some memories for us. Uh,
Absolutely.
you know, not being able to sing or able to sing, it didn't matter. You know what? We just want to get everyone involved and get a conversation going. And again, I want to thank Bluebeard, Bill Schuster, for joining me on this. Please look after yourselves and one another, and we will be back with Tripping Through the 70s, 1977. Bye for now.